Hi, everyone. Welcome. This is Raj Gavrola. It's about life. How in the world will I tell or teach or show someone how to give constructive feedback when we're talking about life? Well, I really don't have a framework or a model for that because what I talked about yesterday and what I will talk about today for athletes at 4 o'clock is totally different because life is, well, more complex when we start talking about the relationships we have with our family, with our close friends, or just people outside of our work life. It's just a different relationship. And therefore, what I will do today is focus on the one thing that can make it that much easier and that much better, making your life beyond amazing. And as I share this one thing, and it's been backed by other people, so I'll let you know about that as well. I will give you 3 tips, okay? And the reason I'm giving you 3 tips is just so that you can start to think about it and I can illustrate what it is that I say is the most important, and you can actually go and implement it so that you can see the effects. So the number one tip is really the way or how you present yourself. Think about that for a little while. Warren Buffett, who many of you all know, obviously a very wealthy man, said the most important business skill is public speaking, your presentation skills. To me, that's also the most important skill in your life with those close relationships or family relationships. And so, how do you present yourself? And this is something, me as a presentation skills coach, I emphasize to people who aren't really ready yet for presentation skills coaching. What can I do, Raj, to get ready, or how can I help my child so in the future they don't have as much of a challenge with this? And to realize that we are always presenting. No matter what we're doing, we're presenting. Think about that. We are presenting. And so it's one of those things that you can work on literally and see the effects daily in everything you do, every interaction and communication you have with someone. And in fact, in a way, you're also presenting to yourself because internally what happens is going to manifest externally. And so here are 3 tips. One is, and I'll give you a presentation skills tip. If I say they went over there and point, okay, they went over there and point versus they went over there, okay? Which one looks better? They went over there or they went over there? The second one does. Although we first had to think about it, okay, to know to say they went over there, by first having this slightly ahead, the body language, and then saying the words, they went over there, it makes it congruent. So if you're not congruent in that way, people will read you and they'll start to question, yeah, something's not right there. I don't know what it is, but something's not right. Now, the other way is, again, it starts at your mind. However, okay, even though it starts at your mind, what you want to do is you want to filter what you say by how you feel inside. And therefore, that's when you can more easily put the right facial expression, the right body language, the right tone of voice, as well as the right word choice before you say something. Okay, and that will also make you more congruent and help you to communicate effectively. And then the third is, I know a person, and every time she wore blue, the color blue, her favorite color, to work, I knew it was going to be a pretty good, fun-filled, effective day. You could almost guarantee it. In fact, there wasn't a day that it wasn't like that. And if you all have seen me on the platform, you know that when I go to the platform, because I have to bring a higher level of energy and arousal, I wear colorful something, whatever it may be. It could be a jacket, it could be a shirt, it could be a tie, whatever it is. The reason is that it affects my mood, and that's a special moment for me when I'm on the platform, and because I have to deliver with a different being almost. I have to deliver with a different energy level. And of course, always after I present, I have a lot of energy still. But then wait about an hour, hour and a half, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I am tired. I have to chill for a while, get everything back together, because what you all don't realize is that I may have been up there for an hour. However, I've been preparing for this, and we're always wanting to make breakthroughs on the platform. And so therefore, that is something that really takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort, intelligence, feeling, all the senses. I mean, it's a complete program when I'm doing a keynote, especially because that's when I'm doing more storytelling. That's where I'm using more emotion, more feeling. I'm using more arousal. I'm using entertainment methods. I'm using acting techniques. I'm using word choice, inflections, all of those things. And so that is another thing to look at is, are you wearing your favorite color often enough? And I guarantee almost, I won't guarantee it, but I bet that on the days that you're wearing your favorite color, you're in a better mood and you're more effective. And someone else that you know, go try this with them and see what their favorite color is. And on the day they wear that color, it'll be easier. So those are just 3 techniques or tips that you can use immediately on how to present yourself better. And therefore, it makes your life easier and it makes your life better. And those can be implemented right away. Now, the beauty of presentation skills is that although I've been speaking for years, I still work on my presentation skills. Still till this day, because there's still so much more to learn. And so therefore, just start looking at each interaction or communication as you presenting yourself, and you'll start to see, just by doing one thing and working on that one skill or one technique or one tip that I gave you, you'll see the effect. And now the key is that you want to use that at the right time and at the right place and at the right moment. And of course, the first 2 that I gave you, you should always be using those. Now, you don't want to wear blue all the time, but that's one that you need to know when to use. And by doing that and implementing those, you'll present yourself better. And also, you'll be able to at a later time add the other things that a lot of people come to me for, as far as structuring their content, helping them gather their content, being able to create a message that will win their audience, and being able to storytell and present themselves well. And so that's what I have for you today on All About Life. How you present yourself. You don't just present yourself when you're in front of a group. You're always presenting yourself. Work on that and see what a huge positive effect it has on all aspects of your life. The way you feel, the way you look, your mental outlook, your emotional outlook, the way you feel, and your mood. Pretty amazing. I'll see those of you at 4 o'clock for experiencing intelligent breakthroughs in your sports performance and life. I hope you have a meaningful trigger for tonight. I know I do. Of course, it's still the same, or it seems like it's the same every time I'm doing this. It is watching the NBA playoffs. Tonight, Golden State and Houston play. So I'm really looking forward to that. It looks like it's going to go to a 7-game series. And of course, I love for that to happen. And it's just amazing to watch these athletes who, although they are superb athletes, superb basketball players, etc., they too are always finding ways to experience those breakthroughs, and they want to create new breakthroughs, they want to sustain them, and they want to grow breakthroughs. So that's what I have for you today on All About Life.